Hello, I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking with Brick Ross. Today's episode is going to be a lot of fun because it's going to be the first time that we ever revisit a previous build. And if you know all of us down here at The Joy of Bricking, then you're pretty aware that we do have a thing for happy little trees. So without further ado, I would like to welcome back our bonsai tree from our first episode that we ever built. And we're gonna have such a fun time today. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna decorate it as though spring has sprung, which it certainly has out here where I live. So I think that motivated me to go ahead and check in on this build that we did so long ago. It still looks so wonderful since we built it so long ago. It's just, it still shines among our collection. And I'm really excited to get a little creative today and see how it looks with the pink, with all the pink frogs and all the variations that could be. And there are a lot of variations to this tree, a lot of very creative mocks that have been done by users and brick buddies from all over the world. And it's a very interesting thing to always take a look at people's take on that. And yeah, let's take a look at some of the interesting designs that people have come up with this Lego bonsai tree. How about that? It's so creative. I love looking at all the crate designs that other people come up with, all on their own. It's so interesting to see what their perspectives are, what their takes are. They're all influenced by something very unique to their own personal experience. And I think that's just something so special that comes out in these builds. So how cool is that? How cool is that? This bonsai tree sure does mean a lot to a lot of Lego collectors, and whether it's the only piece in their collection or it's just one among many, you know, it just warms my heart to see it. And I'm glad that you tuned in today to watch us fidget with what I believe is going to be bag 5. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and hop into bag number 5. Bag number 5 is pretty neat. It's got some white pieces, nice pink turtles that you're gonna see in there. Those are pretty unique. There's a lot of cool comments about the use of those turtles, and of course there's some little spring flowers on there. There's also some nice brown pieces that are gonna be used in the bark, and essentially those are gonna be used to recreate these 3 blossoming sides, right? Like that. They're gonna ask us in the instruction manual to go ahead and recreate that 3 times. And whether or not we'd like to do that exactly as it's laid out is gonna be completely up to us. And we can also note, per the instruction manual, you're gonna wanna be starting on page 53 if it's the same printout as the version that we got. It may be, it may not be. And we're gonna be using those instructions. We're just gonna have them here just for our reference, just so we can check them out while we're building along. You know, maybe it'll help us, maybe we won't, maybe we'll start to be able to build something right out of memory. Who knows? What do you think? Let's get started. Now, before we open up our bag, of course, we've got our good old dish that we're gonna put right there. And then, yeah, I think we can just go ahead and get right into it. Set those off to the side. And then this little bag off to the side. We'll set all of our bigger pieces in there. And that can go off to the side. And then we'll have this over here. Why not? We'll put these right in there. All of our cool pink frogs, because we want to keep our peepers popped on those pink little froggies. We want to make sure none of them hop away. We want them all to be on our tree, as many as we need. Okie doke. And then this last little bag, we can just have that out. We can just have that out. I think we'll be all right. Right there. Our trees look good. Our spacing is nice. We're not cluttering up our build. And then, there we go. See now, right, all this bag number 5, it says they want to make this little thing. So let's go ahead and refresh our memories and see how they look. See how they all kind of come together, because each piece is different. Each piece is different. And I want you to have these little handlebars, some of these little knobsly popsons, these little gripply hooksons, you know, and like I said, I think it does. It just wants you to be making these. Oh, see, look at that. Look at that. These guys will try to get away from you. There we go. There's a little hooksery bobsin. And if you see right there in step 71, this is where we're going to get started. It says it wants these little hookery doos. And there we go. Of course, they're all way down at the bottom. We want it to be organized here. But then it just turns out that we're tripping over our own feet. But that's fine. We can take as long as we want. Why not? It's our build. And we're not even gonna be doing everything the instruction book tells us to. We're gonna get a little wild. We're gonna get a little crazy. Why not? This is our build. We can do whatever we like. Thank you so much for tuning in with us today. Maybe you're doing another botanical kit. Maybe you're building one of the orchids. Maybe you're doing the succulents. So if we look at that, it's gonna go like that, and oopsie, old brick put it on backwards. Because you want it like that. And then you're gonna put 2 of the bobsley boobsins, like that. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make one hub of a treebly boobs. And it says in 72 to have them kind of facing out in a way. That's fine. In step 73, I want you to take 2 more and just put them right on top of the others, just like that. And this is where it gets fun because you can pick any angle you want. These trees can be absolutely organic and look like anything that you want them to look like. That's nice. And then it wants you to start using those pretty pink frogs and just placing them. Not everywhere. It says to use 8. So maybe 4 per, just to keep that Lego symmetry alive. Why not? You could do that, I suppose. You could put all the frogs on one leaf, have one branch blooming and blossoming at a different pace than the rest of it. Just like us in life. We all bloom and blossom at different paces. But we're all beautiful, aren't we? Just like this tree. And then in step 75, that's where it says you can start using these nice, pretty pink flowers. These pretty pink flowers, and just putting those in the other places. It says to use 4 of them. 1, 2, 3. That's right. And maybe we'll put this 4th one a little closer to the interior of that tree branch. Why not? Give it a little distance. There, and it just pops right in. That's nice. That's pretty. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. Let's have these frogs facing different directions. Maybe they're all looking out for each other. And now it says 2 of those little bloobs. Isn't that adorable? So they just want you to take 2 more frogs. That makes a total of 10 frogs by the time you've been in step 75. I think you're just covering up that. Oh, they want you to cover up the part where it connects with the branch. I see. So now, as of step 76, you can go ahead and place that somewhere. Looks like they want you to place it right there on the center part, right there where they had it before. Now, and you can do that if that's what you want to do. I think we're going to do that just because now we know. Now we know. Oh, that's interesting. And then these can go just right like that. There. Do you see? Yes, I see now. Yeah. That's pretty neat. And that's all you needed to do. And now we got a little brown piece. And now we can see. Now we can see how this has kind of. It's gonna start looking right there, and then you can do. Can't twisty-turny too much. Then that's how those colors can kind of intermix. I don't know. What do you think? I think they look very pretty together. The 2 shades of pink. It says even in the instruction manual that this is the first time these frogs have seen this kind of pink. I think I'm going to set that stand right off to the side there so we can work on this. And then maybe we'll take our green trees and we'll put them off behind over here. That'll be fine, because I like that. That is pretty. What do you all think? Isn't that nice? Isn't that a bit of terrific? I like that. That's pretty. Okay, let's get back to it. So it looks like step 76, we made a little bit of an alteration. We just hopped in right there behind our little frog friend, and that's fine. You can do that. And now in step 77, it says it wants us to build 3 of these trees. But I don't know if we're gonna do that. I don't know. We've got all of our parts here. This looks really, really fun. Let's go ahead and start, and it says to take 2, one of this, and one of this. And it says to do it 3 times, so why not go ahead and do these 3 times? We're gonna wanna put these together just like so. 2 on that side, and then 2 on that side, Bobson. That's 1. And we're gonna find 2 more little sidely Bobsons. Because what this will do is it'll get these pieces kind of cleared up, just out of our way, so we don't get tripped up on them. It'll make other pieces a lot easier to find. And there we go. That's the 3rd little Bobson in step 77, and then 78. You're gonna find those, and you're gonna just 1, 2, and 3. And you'd want to be making these anyway, just because this will make it easier for these limbs to just pop right off and be as interchangeable as they were designed. But as I said before, I think we're going to get a little deeper into the build before we start to think about how we can start kind of altering it to make it something really personal to us. And so that's step 79. I've got those 2 little Huxley Bopsons right there, and then we're gonna do that 2 more times. There's 1. Oh, and you know what? See, you can't do it 2 more times because I sort of took 1 piece to affix this one over here earlier, and that's, if that's the case, then that's the case. That's how it is. That's the way it goes. So let's go ahead and work around it. We've got those 2 pieces that are complete. And then it says to press on doing this. Now I see, this is kind of where they all just get really, they do their own thing, but that's fine. I'm gonna skip around, and that's not really gonna be a problem because we can pretty much go anywhere we want from here in the build. It's kind of jumbled up and mixed together, and I think I'm going to have a little combination of spring meets the summer. I'm going to try to bring these together. I've seen some people that just put them right on top of each other. They don't even bother separating them out, and I think it's just up to us to figure out what we want to do. So maybe you're doing this along at home. I'd love to see your take on this bonsai tree. If you've got one at home and you've done something special and unique, or maybe you've let it grow into something entirely different than how it came originally. It's like, I'd love to see it. Send us a picture. We'll give you a shout out on another episode. Maybe when we're doing an orchid or one of the dried sunflower sets, or maybe the daffodils. I think we're going to start getting into the botanicals a little bit more. Maybe you'd like to see that. So let's go ahead and get back into this for now. Instead of just jabber-jawing, we'll get back to it. Got those little circle guys. We're just going to put those off to the side, and that right there, because it also says we should have been using these right there. I think we're really just going to concern ourselves with these pretty pink guys. We're not going to worry so much about the brown ones. Brown pieces so much. You need a brown piece, we'll pull it out of there. We can take it right out of there. Now, what would these look like? And now that's pretty much how, yeah, because we don't need that anymore. We can set that off to the side. Now we can take a look at how these greens will look with maybe a white one sticking out right there. Maybe we can get rid of this one green limb and recreate. We can recreate another one. There we go. We need that right there. That's gonna pop out of this. Is that correct? No, where'd you come from? How are you? There you are. That's how that gets on there. I understand. So, let's go ahead, take this, and then we'll do this. You're gonna need these little brown handlebar pieces to do limbs. That I think is gonna be key. So maybe we should get a whole bunch of those up and running. You know, just to be safe. Just to be safe to reduce. Who knows? Okie doke. So if we take that, and then we get these over here, and we're gonna need the handly bars to make these and these, just like so. Right? And then it said to take 2 of them at a time. That'll make it so you can really do that. And now where did we, okay, so that's gonna be like that, and that's gonna be like that, and then this is gonna be like this. Just like that. Right, just like that. And then, that's pretty nifty. I like that. I think that's neat to reduce. Maybe we can get rid of this right there because we saw one of these right there. And that will hold one of these hooks rebopsons. We saw them earlier. Yep. Just like that. We can make that go right here. And then we can have trees going down. Trees all the way. Trees for days. Happy little trees and happy little accidents. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I'm having a bunch of fun doing this. And you know what? That is funny because I know I saw the directions say, we're gonna want to do this. Why not? Why not? Because it's gonna be like that. There you go. And then these are gonna go like that. That's interesting. We just forgot about that limb completely, didn't we? Didn't you, Brickery Dobson? That's fine. Don't worry. We don't stress. We don't stress here too much, do we? There's no real need, is there? But we can take that like that and put that right there. We've got all of our little pink frog friends. All of our little pink frog friends. And right now what we're doing is we are building branches. Just building them just like that. We're gonna try to use up all of our little white orchid, not orchids, blossoms. Yeah, blossoms. This is such a pretty little build. We've always loved those bonsai trees. Ever since we saw them when we were a kiddo in the old Karate Kid films. I don't know if you've ever seen those. Maybe you have. And ribbit. We can just put these our little ribbit friends anywhere we want. Anywhere we like, we can put them. And it just says to use 10 of them per thing, but you know, you don't have to. Maybe we could just do this. Yeah. Put some of these right on here. Ribbit. Little ribbit. Little pink ribbits. The old Karate Kid movies, Mr. Miyagi, always trimming his bonsai. Took such good care of it. All these frogs are just hanging out, being friends, doing frog things like frogs do. That's cool. Maybe we'll put that right there. Right there. Yeah. You see, we'll get some frogs over here and some blossoms. Come on, frog friends. Frog friends. Yeah, that's cute. Let's go ahead. Put that over there. That's kind of like this. Let's bring these around because these are going to be our main building ingredients right here. Maybe, no, maybe we can, that's fine, that's fine. And what's these over here? Oh, got some pretty pinks over here, that's cute. There you go, there you go. Now you can see we're kind of doing whatever we like. I'm gonna put some more pink over here. Oh, don't you do that, because I forgot I gotta put a second one on right here. And then the pink guy right there. That'll add up. You know, maybe we'll even throw a pink into those so you know that the seasons are turning. That's kind of neat. You can put these anywhere you like. There's no real right or wrong. Let's go ahead and remove this frog, and then we'll share like this. We'll combine it, and then we'll have a little frog right there. Yeah, that's cute. Isn't that a bit of terrific? I like that a lot. And then maybe another one of these right here. I don't know. Maybe we'll be using that. Maybe we'll be using that. Those there. Okie doke. But we were over there putting on those. Now we're doing that again. We're doing one there, and you gotta place them on top of each other. If you make that mistake and place one up and one down, that's not gonna work. So you can't be too creative, I suppose. But you know, boopsly popsins, we're gonna try and get whatever we want done, aren't we? We're gonna get this bonsai tree as beautiful as can be, aren't we? I'm working on my haikus, and I'm pretty sure that wasn't one of them. I'm pretty sure that was not a haiku, and you know, right? You know, like that the little ring-dilly-doozles of the frogs being taken out of my wife's glass jar. Shout out to Miss Rick Ross. She has no idea that I do this. She'd probably have her eyebrows raised at me. Why would you be doing that? She'd say, and I'd say, well, you know, they just work so well. They slide right off to the side. I like the way that works. And part of the joy is seeing her eyebrow go up so far. Shout out to Mrs. Ross. She'll never know. She'll never know. And then maybe you do that. I don't know. You could do that right there. Can't you? No? It's supposed to be right there. It's supposed to be right there. Oh, you got a little pink flower friend trying to skeech away, Shaunash. So we can do that, and then, if we did that, that would be like a branch that could be right there. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Isn't that nice? We'll put that there. And then we can put, let's see, we'll take these and we'll just have to make two more, and we'll put them right over on this side. I think that's neat. And you know what? I want to put some right over here. Put a couple of pink frogs up here to say, hey, we're expanding. We're checking out what's going on over here. We like it. We think it's real pretty. And we're all riveted. Yeah, we'll put some nice pink flowers that are budding. They're sneaking out in there. They're sneaking out into the foliage saying, hey, we like what's going on too. Spring has sprung. It's nice to see it. Yeah. Yes. We're just making these tree branches, stacking the greens. Maybe we want to take apart a little bit of a green over here. Let's try that and see how it looks. What do you think about that? Let's see. We don't need that. We won't need this. We can keep that right there, I suppose. maybe we can take this off of that, and we won't need this perhaps. And maybe what we'll do is on this one we'll have it be a tree like that. You know, what do you think? Should that be it, or should that be it? And then we can do this. Now that's interesting. What I'm doing is I'm putting a green on with some of these white caps as well. And I'm going to double up the green with a white one right there. So it's not all by itself. We're going to have another of that, and then we're going to have another one just like that. So it's a big, full green and white branch just doing this. They're just they're just chopping it up. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll take that one and I'll put it on the underside. If you put it and fix it like this, it can actually twist and manipulate and give it a little bit more depth right there. If you see, that's kind of nice. I like that. And then you can take, maybe, let's take this, Bobsley Pops in it right over here. Put a little ribbit friend on the edge. This is going to be a fun branch that we're making right here. There's a lot of fun stuff happening here. I like these two little blossoms right next to each other. This is pretty. This is pretty, and it's nice and relaxing. This is a fun thing to do. You're just sitting around building Lego with your buddy Brick, placing little pink frogs places. How fun is that? Making sure there's enough on each branch to have a riveting good time. There's a couple there. Well, we'll maybe put one right there. He's sitting on that lily pad right there. And you can do whatever you want. You're free to do whatever you want here. You can put all the frogs on one branch if you want. That'd be crazy. It'd be crazy fun. And you'd be able to do it. You'd be more than welcome to do it. Let's put this right there. How about that? How about that? That's nice. I like that. Isn't that great? It's all kind of connected over there, and all these frogs are hanging out with each other. And everything's in bloom. That's pretty. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. Yeah. That is nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's keep building these branches and making them real strong. Real strong, you know what I mean? Real strong. And maybe if we've got any more little green leafy friends, we can use them along the way. Oh, see, look at that. You should have had that over here, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you can connect this one right here over onto this one over here. And there you go. Look at that. That's big. That's a big old leaf right there. I like that. That's neat. That's neat and unique. We're going to take this and put that over there. I like using these other elements and mixing them together. That's pretty. I like that. Yeah. Because we're just kind of building each one piece at a time. Just one piece at a time. You know, and that's fine. It's fine to do it one piece at a time. That's fun to me. Let's go ahead and see if we can use that. You see, that's right, because I may have put them on these. And that's fine too. We can always reclaim those if we need. In the meanwhile, let's go ahead and look at our friend. Where else could he use some fun, some other funness? That could be right there. What if we just, instead of affixing this hook right there, and then we took this branch off right here, and then we affix this right here. That looks pretty significantly gorgeous, doesn't it? This can be twisted and manipulated over to there, because we're going to need that space, aren't we? Aren't we? My friendly bonsai tree. Oh, look at that. That gives that some nice depth too. Oh, isn't that a bit of terrific? Put this over here. And we got frogs. We got so many frogs that we can use. But do you want to overdo it? You never know. Can you overdo the frogs? You never know. That branch can go right there. I like that. It's a little bit crazy. Little bit unique. Every little branch gets its own nice little variation. And now I wonder, why not build a little shade right over there? That's kind of fun. And this is neat too. That's supposed to be heading down. Oh, maybe. Okay, maybe. I like that. What do you think about that? Got these nice, unique colors. How fun. How fun, how fun. And then there's room for some more. We could do some more. Do we want to do some more? I kind of like the idea of doing a little bit more. I think it could be fun. I think it could be fun, a lot of fun. Why not? If that was like that, and then this, I don't know, because you're fine. You're fine like that, aren't you? But I want it to go inward. What would you do with your tree? I wonder. Sure, I'm interested to see what you might be putting together. Now, if we did that, and this was like this, okey-doke. Can we do that? Let's try. Because it would go like that. Ooh. Every little branch adds a nice layer of detail, and it's so interesting to see how they all turn out. And you can put little elements on top of each other to give them like a 3D feel. I like adding the different colors to the different elements. Maybe we need a little frog down here. Just a nice little frog to get on all of these blossoms, And I think that's nice that we incorporate our little bops and incorporate early doozles. I like that we combine the green and the white branches together, and we didn't just leave it be. We made it kind of in mid transformation, because that's kind of what we're all in the middle of, aren't we? We're always changing, just like our beautiful bonsai tree. And it's up to us to go back to it every once in a while and take care of the maintenance and trim the trees and make sure our tree's healthy as can be. It's a beautiful metaphor. It's nice to see. It's nice to see brick buddies taking care of themselves, taking care of their friends, keeping their bonsai trees nice and trim. It's a satisfying feeling, isn't it? Putting these little blossoms in here. I love it. I think it's so cute. I could do this all day long, really. I don't mind. I think we can go over there. Now we've just got our individual little pieces. Let's go ahead. And we've got our nice little frog bin over there. How does that look? It's funny when you look at it from the front, and then you think, okay, well maybe, you know what? Maybe if I took this right here, I took out this little blossom and this little frog friend that I placed earlier. Maybe I could place. Oh, that's cool. And our frog friend can stay. He doesn't have to go anywhere. He can just go right there and check out everything from a different angle. Oh, look at that. That's neat. Look at that. I like that a lot. right there. Each little branch could be different, couldn't it? Each little branch could have something totally unique going on around it. Let's go ahead and put some of these little blossoms over here as well. Just on the underside. Hey, come here, you. Come here. Don't get lost. Oh, and then this one fell off, and you know what? Let's just tilt the branch, because you can do that too. You could even take the whole branch off and work with it like that if you wanted to. That's up to you. You know, it's your Lego build. I'm not here to tell you how to do it. Come on. Come on, be nice. Why won't you be a brick buddy and help me out, Mr. Little Cherry Blossom? Go in there. There, you hear that little click? That's so satisfying when it finally gets in there. And then I'll put this right over here, right back where it was. My goodness. Whew. What a fun moment that was. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and keep placing these. And let's add some more of the nice hot pink to the white and soft pink. Let's add some more. I think that's really kind of nice, isn't it? We'll go around, we'll spin. Don't forget to spin. Change your perspective. You know, make sure this looks as neat as you can make it look. Oh, there we go. I'll use a little frog right there to cover up the connection of the branch. And another little frog friend right here to do the same thing on another branch. See, I wouldn't have seen that if I hadn't spun the build a little bit and just change my perspective, which you got to do from time to time. So many lessons you can learn from this origami bonsai tree. I don't know why, but I am always calling it origami, and it's not. That is the Japanese art of folding paper. Trimming a bonsai is more of an arborist's passion, and it's a very specific sort. Let me see, would we have a pink frog just fit right there? That's kind of nice, but you know what? Let's take this. Add a circle to here. Because why not? Because why not, right? And then we'll use our last little one of these, and then we'll put this frog friend on top of that, and wink. How about that? That's pretty. What a fun little bonsai bush we are working on. And now there's so many frogs to place, and I say to place them all, because that's how you're really gonna know that things are blossoming. So let's go ahead and run around. Let's clean up our little workspace and work until we have placed all of our frogs, as many frogs as we can handle. And while we're doing that, similar to the last time that we did this, very similarly, I would like to take a moment to invite out our little bee friend that was the mini build that was built by our good friend Mr. Zach in the original bonsai episode that we did. Zach came out and he helped build some Lego with us, like a brick buddy should and does. So we just decided to go ahead and bring that out, just so we had a little remembrance of our good friend Mr. Zach. He helped us out so much. It was nice to build with him, and I wonder wherever he is in the world right now, shout out to you, Mr. Zach. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're building and playing well, as a good brick buddy should. Let me see. Now we've got these over here. I think we want one more little brown circly Bobson, which we've got right here. Let's go ahead and use that to maybe extend out over here. Because, again, why not? This is our build. We can do whatever we like. Of course, all of these branches are kind of tricky to manipulate, but, you know, if you keep at them, there you go. You can make them, you can make them bend to your will, I suppose. But it's not good to be aggressive because that shifts everything that you've done so far. So you might want to see what I'm doing right now is just giving them support from the underneath. This is a different strategy as opposed to building it branch by branch. Similar, different, friendly, fun. Look at all these look at these rabbit blossoms, these ribbit blossoms, I mean. It's so funny. You let the mind wander when you're doing this. Look at all these little frog friends. They're all froggery doozles. There is kind of a fun way to affix these. That's just very, very direct. Get in there, Mr. Frog Friends. And we'll throw in some nice, some more blossoms. Let's get some blossoms in there. Throw those right over here. This is a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you are too. I wonder what, I think the next botanical I really want to get would probably have to be the orchid for a good friend of mine. While we're thinking of friends and brick buddies, a friend in New York City who loves orchids and always points out the ones in their building to me whenever I visit them. So I think it would be fun to have some to build on the show and then maybe send them to him. I think he'd appreciate that. Wherever he might be in the world, he knows he can always go home and have some cool orchids from Lego waiting for him that are courtesy of his old buddy Brick Ross. And the funny thing is the more pieces you use, the more detailed you get, the less space you have. And you have to wonder, is this getting cluttered? Is it getting too busy? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but I think I like it. I think I like it. I love having all these little frog buddies just clinking around in the dish. But I do think that I'm good and done with these branches. I don't think I really need any more of those. And we've only got a few more blossoms, so I'm sure we can find homes for them. Let's go over here. Right over here, I see a couple spots for blossoms. Some really good blossom spots. Right there, maybe. I think maybe a frog could go there too. Oh, Jiminy Joe Johnson. Did you see that? That's why you gotta keep those papers popped. Especially on these rabbly ploopsons. They like to hop right off the table, right off the build sometimes. Keep your peepers popped. Always a good way to be. Now we'll put a frog over here, why not? Why not? Some more blossomy doozles. A blossom right there. You really want these blossoms to accentuate the frogs, to complement your little frog friends. And I think that's exactly what they do. It's fun to have these little builds next to each other. Little Zach butterfly and our nice bonsai tree. We're officially out. We are officially out of the little hot pink blossoms, and now we're just affixing the frogs. And with that being said, we can just keep doing this until the end of the episode. We can talk about the frogs that might come in future builds, but I'll tell you what, this has been a lot of fun updating this bonsai kit with you at home. Just talking about the Lego Botanicals collection and catching up with our old friends. I want to thank you for joining us and supporting the joy of bricking, checking out all of our episodes that we have here on this channel. A big shout out to Alarm Red Media. Thank you for letting me be myself with all my friends. And, oh, here's a little place to put a frog right there. Come on, let me hear that click. Let me hear the click. No, you're not gonna do it, huh? There we go. And that was it. Wow, that's pretty. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of The Joy of Bricking. We're gonna wish you well. But don't worry, it's just the end of this episode. We've got a lot more builds to do together, and I can't wait until we get to them. So thank you. Until the next time we see each other, take care of yourself, be good to each other, and of course, play well. I don't know, what do you think? You think we're gonna use all the frogs? I think we might use all the frogs. What do you think about it there, Mr. Butterfly on a pretty little flower? It was so nice of you. We got nice people. Lego people are nice people. I think most of them are something else. Look at all these. Look at them coming through. All these blossoms, all these little ribbit blossoms. Is that what we can call them? Is that a thing? Does anyone call them ribbit blossoms? And can I call them that from now on? I think that's way cool. Here you go, ribbit blossoms. Oh, that's neat. How unique is this? I bet you everybody's looks different. Because you can really do whatever you want with these frogs. There it is. Oh, and you know what? I forgot about that. We have these. We're going to go ahead and put those in as well. Right in there. Now that's all in there nice. And that's it. We've got these two friends, meaning that spring has sprung. How about that? Yeah.